Vladimir Putin doesn't just travel, he vanishes. No flight logs, no public schedules. His movements are hidden behind armored convoys, ghost planes, and secret trains. Cities shut down, windows stay closed. No one dares to watch. But why? Is this ultimate power or crippling fear? Stay with us as we expose the shocking truth behind Putin's secretive, high-security escapes. Vladimir Putin, the architect of power. Vladimir Putin isn't just Russia's leader, he's its ultimate power broker. A former KGB operative turned president, he has ruled for over 2 decades, reshaping Russia to fit his vision. He has outlasted rivals, rewritten laws, and built a political machine that ensures his grip on power remains unchallenged. Born in 1952 in Leningrad, now St. Petersburg, Putin grew up in hardship, learning resilience and strategy from an early age. His career in the KGB sharpened his ability to manipulate, negotiate, and control. By 1999, he had maneuvered himself into the prime minister's seat, and just a year later, he took the presidency, never looking back. Putin's rule is built on a paradox. He presents himself as a nationalist warrior, fighting for Russia's sovereignty, yet he surrounds himself with unimaginable wealth. His fortune, estimated at over $200 billion, includes palaces, superyachts, and luxury assets hidden behind a web of loyal oligarchs. But Putin's real power isn't money, it's his control over Russia's narrative. He has silenced opposition, crushed dissent, and weaponized state media. He is feared, admired, and untouchable. But behind the carefully controlled image, how Vladimir Putin secretly travels. Putin's travel secrets: ultimate power or ultimate fear? Vladimir Putin rules Russia with an iron grip, yet his travel habits expose a man who trusts no one, not even his own people. While world leaders walk freely, shaking hands and engaging with the public, Putin moves in absolute secrecy, his every journey cloaked in military-grade security. His movements are classified, his routes unpredictable, and his public appearances carefully choreographed. But if he's as powerful as he claims, why does he travel like a man on the run? His motorcade is a moving fortress, armored limousines, blacked-out SUVs, and elite military escorts sweeping entire cities clean before he arrives. Streets are shut down, snipers take position, helicopters hover overhead. Civilians are ordered indoors, and windows along his route must remain closed, as if even seeing him is a threat. His private jets? They never fly alone. Decoy aircraft take off alongside him, making it impossible to know which plane carries the Russian leader. His trains? Even more secretive, no public records, no fixed schedules, just a silent, armored locomotive slipping through the night. Putin's security isn't just about safety, it's about control. Every location is sanitized before he arrives, every crowd filled with undercover agents, every meal tested for poison. He is never unprotected, never unguarded, never alone. But what does this obsession with secrecy reveal? Because history has shown one undeniable truth: leaders who isolate themselves this much aren't securing their rule. They're bracing for the moment it all collapses. The Aurus Senat limousine, Russia's $200 million beast. Vladimir Putin doesn't just travel, he moves like a man, expecting an attack at any moment. While world leaders ride in standard limousines, Putin sits behind the bulletproof glass of his $200 million Aurus Senat, a rolling fortress designed for survival, not comfort. Bulletproof, bomb-proof, even chemical attack-proof. But if he's truly untouchable, why does he need a vehicle built for war? The Aurus Senat isn't just any luxury car, it's a bunker on wheels. Military-grade steel armor, reinforced windows that can withstand sniper fire, and run-flat tires that keep going even if shredded by bullets. Its own oxygen supply shields him from gas attacks, while an encrypted communication system allows him to command Russia from the backseat. It's not just a limousine, it's a mobile war room, built for a man who trusts no one. But here's the twist: Putin didn't just want security, he wanted symbolism. He could have chosen any high-end armored vehicle, but he demanded a Russian-made limousine. The Aurus Senat isn't just a mode of transport, it's a propaganda tool, a statement of Russian self-reliance in a world that isolates him. To his supporters, it screams strength. To his enemies, it reveals something else: paranoia. Every route is planned down to the second. Decoy vehicles confuse potential threats, emergency escape protocols are always in place, and a team of bodyguards forms an impenetrable human shield around him. A leader who truly believes in his power wouldn't need this extreme level of protection. So what does this car really say about Putin? Is it a symbol of dominance or undeniable proof that he knows he's a target? Because history has proven one thing: when a leader builds walls around himself, those walls eventually become his prison. Putin's ghost train, the secret railway that keeps him untouchable. Vladimir Putin doesn't just travel, he disappears. No flight logs, no schedules, no traceable routes. His most mysterious mode of transport? A secret, heavily armored train designed to keep him untouchable. While world leaders fly on private jets, Putin rides the rails in a ghost locomotive, hidden from satellites, shielded from attacks, and packed with military-grade security. But why does the most powerful man in Russia fear the skies? Putin's personal train, a custom-modified Siemens Aurus, cloaked in reinforced steel armor, moves like a shadow. It travels without a schedule, never stops in the same place twice, and is surrounded by elite security forces. Inside, it's a palace on rails, handcrafted mahogany furniture, gold-trimmed interiors, and custom Italian leather seats. A private conference room, a full-service dining car with gourmet meals, and even a luxurious bedroom suite with silk bedding fit for a tsar. But don't be fooled, this isn't just about comfort, it's about survival. The train is designed for total security. Encrypted communication systems, a high-tech command center, jamming technology to block surveillance drones, and an emergency escape tunnel in case of an attack. Unlike a private jet, which can be tracked and intercepted, this train moves silently across Russia, vanishing from one location to another. But here's the real question: if Putin is as powerful as he claims, why does he travel like a fugitive? Why does he trust an armored train more than his own people? Because history has proven one thing: when a leader isolates himself this much, it's not security. It's a warning. Putin's flying fortress, the $500 million jet that defies death. When Vladimir Putin takes to the skies, he doesn't just fly, he vanishes into a fortress built for survival. His Ilyushin Il-96-300Pu, a custom-modified Russian-made aircraft, isn't just a jet, it's a command center, a bunker, and a symbol of absolute power. Fitted with military-grade defenses, encrypted communication systems, and a luxurious interior that rivals the Kremlin itself, this is no ordinary plane. But if he truly controls Russia, why does he travel like a man in hiding? This aircraft is designed to withstand anything. Radar jammers disrupt incoming threats, missile defense systems neutralize aerial attacks, and an anti-surveillance shield keeps it hidden from enemy tracking. Accompanying decoy jets ensure no one knows which plane actually carries the Russian leader. In the air, Putin is unreachable, untouchable at least. That's what he wants the world to believe. But inside, it's pure excess. gold-trimmed interiors, handcrafted mahogany paneling, Italian leather seats, and a lavish master bedroom with silk bedding. The jet boasts a private conference room with encrypted lines, a high-tech command center, and a dining area where Putin enjoys gourmet meals prepared by his personal chefs. Even the bathrooms scream wealth: custom marble flooring, gold-plated faucets, and a private shower designed for ultimate comfort. While ordinary Russians struggle with economic hardships, their leader cruises through the clouds in a palace that costs more than some nation's entire GDP. But here's the real question: if Putin is truly beloved, why does he need an aircraft built for war? Why does every journey require extreme secrecy, decoy planes, and missile-proof defenses? Because history has proven one thing: leaders who rule by fear are often the most afraid themselves. Putin's motorcade, a fortress on wheels or a parade of fear? Vladimir Putin doesn't just travel, he takes over. The moment his convoy moves, entire streets are locked down. Snipers on rooftops, helicopters circling overhead, and an army of blacked-out SUVs sweeping the road like a military invasion. No other world leader moves like this. His motorcade isn't just about security, it's a statement of absolute control. But if he truly rules with strength, why does every journey look like a battlefield? At the heart of this convoy is the Aurus Senat Limousine, his $200 million war machine on wheels. Handcrafted in Russia, lined with military-grade armor, built to withstand bullets, bombs, and even chemical attacks. Reinforced steel plating, bulletproof glass, and an independent oxygen supply make this car nearly indestructible. Inside, Italian leather seats by Frau, gold-trimmed interior panels, and a communication system so advanced he can command the country from the back seat. It's not just a limousine, it's a mobile Kremlin. But security doesn't stop at the car. At least 20 heavily armored vehicles flank Putin's limousine at all times. Mercedes-Benz G-Wagons, BMW security vehicles, and Russian-made UAZUVs, all filled with FSB elite special forces armed to the teeth. Decoy limos are used to confuse potential attackers. Drones hover above. Communications are jammed to prevent remote detonations. No civilian is allowed to see the convoy move. Windows in surrounding buildings must be shut. Streets are swept clear. In that moment, Moscow becomes a ghost town. But here's the real question: if Putin is as powerful as he claims, why does he move like a hunted man? Why does he need a motorcade designed for war, not leadership? Because history has shown us one thing: leaders who fear their own people are the ones who fall the hardest. Putin's $60 million private road, a highway for one man. Moscow's streets are packed with frustrated commuters, sitting in endless traffic jams. Millions of Russians waste hours every day, crawling through congested roads. But there's one man who never stops, never waits, never sees a red light: Vladimir Putin. While his people sit in gridlock, Putin glides past them on his own private 6-lane highway, built exclusively for him. A $60 million stretch of road, completely off-limits to civilians, monitored by armed guards, drones, and surveillance cameras. But why does he need an entire highway for himself? Is this about security, or is it about power? This road is more than just pavement, it's a symbol of separation. No civilian cars are allowed, no public access. No one even knows the exact routes he takes. Surveillance towers line the road, and any unauthorized person who approaches is immediately intercepted by security. While Russia's infrastructure crumbles, with roads filled with potholes and failing public transportation, Putin spares no expense ensuring his own smooth, uninterrupted travel. His private road connects his residence in Novo Ogaryovo to the Kremlin, allowing him to bypass Moscow's traffic entirely. But here's where it gets even more secretive. This highway doesn't just lead to his official residence. Hidden beneath forests and government land, it also connects to underground tunnels, secure escape routes, and classified government facilities. In an emergency, Putin doesn't just leave, he vanishes. And let's talk about the cost. $60 million for a single private road, while millions of Russians struggle with a crumbling economy. The government claims it's a necessity for presidential security, but is it really? Because history has shown one undeniable truth: leaders who build walls between themselves and their people aren't securing their power, they're isolating themselves before their fall. So what do you think? Is Putin's private highway a security measure or a dictator's way of escaping reality? The extreme security behind Putin's travels. Vladimir Putin doesn't just have security, he is imprisoned by it. Every step he takes, every breath, every bite of food is monitored, controlled, and locked down with military precision. This isn't just about protection, it's survival. But the real question is, does this level of security make him powerful, or does it expose his greatest fear? Before Putin sets foot anywhere, his elite security forces sweep in first. Hotels are sealed off, walls checked for hidden weapons, and staff replaced with government-approved personnel. Even furniture is examined for hidden devices. If something seems even slightly off, it's removed. If someone seems untrustworthy, they disappear. His food. Every meal is tested for poison before he touches it. A team of tasters analyzes every bite, ensuring nothing has been tampered with. Ingredients come only from private, state-controlled farms to eliminate the risk of contamination. No other world leader goes to these extremes, but Putin trusts no one, not even his own chefs. His movements, a mystery even to his own people. Crowds are filled with undercover agents. Every public event is staged, rehearsed, and scripted. He is constantly surrounded but never truly safe. So, is this power or is it paranoia? Because history has proven one thing: when a leader fears his own people this much, his days are numbered. Putin's secret yachts, hidden palaces on the open sea. Vladimir Putin portrays himself as a disciplined, patriotic leader, tirelessly working for Russia's prosperity. But behind closed doors, he sails away into secrecy and excess, retreating to a hidden fleet of super yachts fit for a king. While millions of Russians struggle under sanctions, Putin indulges in ultimate luxury: floating fortresses designed to keep him untouchable. With at least 4 extravagant vessels, including the $100 million Graceful and the $700 million Scheherazade. These aren't just yachts, they're symbols of absolute power and paranoia. These vessels aren't tracked like normal yachts. No public records, no transponders, no unauthorized crew. Each is equipped with state-of-the-art military-grade radar, encrypted communication systems, and elite security teams ensuring no unwanted eyes ever get close. When Putin steps aboard, his exact location becomes a state secret, known only to his most trusted circle. The 270-foot Graceful is his crown jewel. Built by Sevmash, a Russian military shipyard, this yacht boasts gold-plated interiors, custom mahogany woodwork, and Italian marble flooring. It features a dance floor that transforms into a swimming pool, a private helipad, a high-tech security suite, and a personal wine cellar stocked with rare vintages from France's elite vineyards. The 450-foot Scheherazade is even grander. Built by the renowned German shipbuilder Limousine, this floating palace features 2 helicopter pads, a spa, a movie theater, and rumored ballistic missile defense systems. Meanwhile, everyday Russians face economic turmoil, crumbling infrastructure, and rising poverty. They are told to sacrifice for national pride while their leader indulges in billionaire excess, sipping the world's finest wines and basking in gold-trimmed luxury. But the question remains, what is Putin really escaping from? A world closing in? The pressure of growing dissent? Or the weight of his own paranoia? Because history has shown us one thing: when a ruler isolates himself at sea, the storm is never far behind. Putin moves through Russia like a ghost, untouchable, unseen, unchallenged. But with every armored train, secret tunnel, and closed-off highway, one thing becomes clear: he's afraid. Not just of foreign threats, but of his own people. Because history has shown, when a leader isolates himself behind walls of secrecy, his grip on power is already slipping. The question is, how much longer before those walls come crashing down? What do you think? Is Putin the most protected leader in the world, or is this the ultimate sign of fear? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more deep dives into the hidden lives of the world's most powerful figures.